Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to You Have Beauty Care Choices. I'm Jennifer Coy, the CEO of Beauty Care Choices, and today we are meeting with Amy Malon, the U.S. Manager of Education and Sales for Jane Iredale. And Jane is my cosmetic brand. It is a brand that was clean before clean was cool, I feel. It is the skincare makeup is their tag. So it's going to be really cool. So a lot of you that know Jane Iredale makeup and you've studied their cosmetics, I really wanted to present something that's kind of cool with Beauty Care Choices because we're very into our supplements, beauty from the inside out, and skincare as well. And a lot of people might not realize that Jane Iredale has all of this support system to support your whole cosmetic beauty regimen. So I'm really excited to have Amy with us and break down the differences in all their supplements as well as what their super simple beauty regimen is that supports their whole cosmetic line. So we are really excited. Amy is an esthetician, licensed skincare professional, and she is also trained in oncology. She's oncology certified, works with cancer patients. She's worked with many popular brands in the industry, cosmetic companies, and is now settled with Jane Iredale. She's been there for about a year, and we're so glad to welcome her to the show. Welcome, Amy Malon. How are you?
Hi Jennifer, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome to Beauty Care Choices, and thank you
So
for bringing your generous
here.
knowledge to us today.
Of course, I can't wait. I'm so excited to be on the show, and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. You're so beautiful. Tell us about your career. Just give us a little highlights and what has led you to Jane Iredale.
Yeah, so I feel like this is such a big question, Jennifer. So, my love for beauty began when I was a little girl. I remember kind of sorting through my grandmother's makeup drawer. And, the funny thing about that is that I feel like that's the case for so many people. I think grandmas are kind of the gateway drug to beauty, if you will. But I knew at that point that I just needed to be in the beauty industry. I have always been an ingredient junkie and obsessed with beauty. And so about 15 years ago, I was actually working in nonprofit and decided that I wanted to make my hobby my job. And so I had already been doing makeup artistry for different runway shows, photo shoots, you name it. And so I decided to become an esthetician, worked in and out of different treatment rooms, in medical facilities, and then also in luxury resort spas. And then
The dream career, girl. Jeez,
Yeah.
how fun. You've got a great
Exactly.
lineup already. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a fun time. And so I decided to take the plunge and kind of jump in to working on the other side of things, on the vendor side, and began my career in sales. And then I worked in marketing for a long time and really kind of found my home after that in education. And that's really where I've spent the majority of my career. I was a national makeup artist and educator, a global educator, a director of education. But, I've kind of done everything in the industry when it comes to PR, communications, writing. So I just love beauty no matter what capacity I'm working in it. So
Were you one of those girls that when all the girls got together to go out, you did everyone's hair and makeup, right?
Oh yeah. Especially living in a sorority house in college. I remember there was a time when everybody was just lined up, ready to go, and so that's really when I owned my my 5-minute makeup look that we're going to be talking about today.
Own it. I am so excited to learn about that too. The 5-minute face we all need, right? For that run out the door essential products. Look forward to that. I love your grandma's story too. My grandma's near and dear to my heart. And I actually do remember taking her lipsticks. I don't know why when you say that, it has a specific smell that I smell the old
Yes.
lipsticks, that
Is it
grandma.
like baby powder?
Yeah,
Like,
it might
yeah.
be. It definitely might be. So overall, Jane Iredale, why Jane? So you've come from all these different aspects. It sounds like you're kind of like really melding all of the things that you know, because Jane, I know, is in a lot of doctors' offices, any type of like skin treatment type places. A lot of times you'll leave with Jane to protect your either SPS if you go out the door and all of that kind of stuff. Is that kind of where your passion comes from? There are clean aspects, there are medicals. Why Jane?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I think like exactly what you're saying, that what I love about Jane is that first of all, you mentioned this, I think, in the introduction, but Jane totally owned cool before, or clean before clean was cool.
Yes, they did.
The line started actually in 1994, and I like to say that because we're almost in our 27th year as a company.
That says so much. Literally, a lot of beauty companies never make it past year 5.
Exactly, and you think about 27 years ago. Now, clean beauty, green beauty are such hot topics of discussion.
Right.
At the time, no one was talking about that. Not to age myself, but I think I was like, 8 or 10 years old at the time.
Yeah.
So, the idea that she was so far ahead of the curve and really kind of built this empire that changed the course of beauty. And I think
she being Jane Iredale. Jane Iredale, in case people don't know, is an actual person. She is a woman who has an amazing history. If you don't know it, it's really cool to look at why she developed clean beauty so long ago.
Yes.
And I love her. My daughter's name's Jane. Coincidence? I don't know, but
I love that. But and I think, as I said, I'm a huge ingredient junkie, and I think that Jane Iredale is like the perfect combination. It's where science meets beauty. And so for ingredient nerds and for, people who are interested in totally, right here, right? People who have who care about what they're using on their skin and who, are consumed with that. I think people tend to just naturally gravitate toward the brand, and I'm certainly no exception to that. And she really was, the original to discuss even the concept of clean beauty. And so I feel very honored to be a part of her tribe.
She developed the brand with the tagline, and it's on the logo right above your head, is the skincare makeup. And you don't hear a lot of cosmetics make that claim, is the skincare makeup. And so to be around since 1994, when honestly, cosmetics still had formaldehyde or petroleum or, some things that we already know for sure are not good. She was already on the cutting edge. So to think that she's been able to go from 1994 to 2020 and perfect these clean ingredients and still make this a performance brand. So these are the clean icons that Beauty Care Choices tracks. It is gluten-free, fragrance-free, soy-free, vegan, paraben-free, cruelty-free. And then on top of that, Jane Iredale has even more: no mineral oils, no phthalates, no parabens, no GMOs, the genetically modified ingredients, no synthetic fragrance, no talc, which talc is kind of a big thing in the industry right now, no synthetic preservatives, just the whole gamut. This is even on top of everything that we track here, and we track a lot of clean aspects, but Jane's beyond clean. They're tracking like way more than we even track, which that's so cool.
And what I love is we really refer to ourselves as kind of our own category. So the thing with clean beauty is that oftentimes consumers will hear that title and they'll think to themselves, oh my gosh, this is a clean product. It's not going to last on my skin, or it's not going to perform well. Right. We are a performance-driven line, and that's a big part of who we are. In addition to all of the free of agents that we have, right? All of the ingredients that we don't use. But I always like to tell people, when it comes to clinical cosmetics, which is what we consider ourselves to be, and then traditional makeup, there are differences, but sometimes those backbones are kind of the same, and it's really about what's not in your products that matter. But the idea that we're using the highest quality pharmaceutical grade ingredients, that everything is so performance driven, that we are that skincare makeup, and we're really setting the gold standard when it comes to clean beauty and then also wellness.
Well, she definitely has had the time to perfect the performance in them and knows what ingredients has worked, what hasn't worked. This isn't her first rodeo in clean beauty because she started as a clean beauty brand. Jane Iredale has not migrated into the clean space. They started in the clean space. And that's such a huge point, I think, to come across with Jane Iredale.
Yes. Yeah, we kind of started, and when I say we, I really mean, Jane, started the discussion of clean beauty, which is just so exciting. And, that kind of leads us into, I know, some of the other topics that we want to talk about today.
Yes, absolutely. Are we going to talk about, I think we should start with the supplements because honestly, the supplements really create the foundation. If you've got something going on the inside of your body, it's going to be hard to make the canvas as clean and wonderful as we want it to be. So I really want to break down these supplements. We've got the Skin Accumax, the Complete, the Omegas, the Skin Youth Biome, the Vitamin A, and the Ultimate. So you tell us where you want to start. What's the best way to break it down for everybody?
Woo! Well,
I know. It's a lot.
I think we should start with kind of like an overall general concept of why even enter the supplement realm. So as a brand, I mentioned earlier that we're kind of like the gold standard in clean beauty and wellness. And when I say wellness, what I really mean is exactly what you're saying. The supplement aspect of what we do. We consider ourselves to be a holistic brand. And what that means is that we're very concerned with beauty from the inside out. Now, why are supplements important? Well, unfortunately, in today's modern society, we're kind of up against a lot of different toxic things, in addition to not always getting the nutrients that we need from the food that we eat. Our land has been, very over harvested at this point, and so the nutrients that used to exist in the soil no longer do. Mm-hmm. And then, on top of that, we also encounter things like plasticides, pesticides. So we're all about, protecting ourselves and then also giving your body the nutrients that it needs to really fuel these beauty processes. Now, with that said, our holistic approach can kind of be broken down into 3 different messages. So we call it feed, fortify, and then finish.
Feed, fortify, and finish. I love that. Love that. Yeah. Feed the nutrition aspect, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. So feed really comes in with the supplements. And what they offer is they offer a little bit of that deeper connection, and they offer those nutrients in a way that topical skincare can't, right? Mm-hmm. So we're able to get ingredients down deep into the lower layers of the skin and body. And the studies are out there that people are really committed to this concept. And I think as we move forward, in this post-COVID-19 time, people are even more committed to taking care of their bodies on a deeper level. So the studies have shown actually that the global market of supplements is projected to be an estimated $7.93 billion, right? So as an industry, almost $8 billion by 2025. And it's just rapidly growing from here. So with that, we actually have so the supplements that we carry are from Advanced Nutrition Program. Okay. They are a company that's based in the UK. Okay. And we have been the sole distributor in the US for them since 2006. So again, we're not new to this game either. Jane was always ahead of the curve. So they as a brand are really committed to the highest standard of manufacturing. And I won't go too deeply into this, but they kind of have like their 4 key aspects of manufacturing. The first one is purity. So everything is super quality that they have. There's full traceability. It's dairy-free, yeast-free, gluten-free. There's no artificial flavorings or sweeteners, no GMOs, much like, the rest of our line. And then everything is bioidentical, meaning that every ingredient in the supplements reflects the natural processes in your body. So your body better accepts these ingredients. From a potency standpoint, everything is very absorbable. There are effective dosages. We test for contaminants, bacteria, mold, stability, all of the things that you typically have to. Production-wise, it's a very results-driven line. There are a lot of internal trials and before and after photos that we have.
I never knew it was actually a distribution from a company in the UK. That's new information to me as well. But that actually kind of makes me feel good in a sense that Jane has kind of like checked all of these vitamins out herself. And being someone that is so versed in the clean industry and knowing her ingredients, that really makes me feel good that these vitamins are of quality, because we are also seeing a lot of different grades of supplements these days. And that's why these vitamins are such a good quality, naturally absorbing vitamin, because like you say, the bioidentical ingredients that your body is able to actually accept. I don't know if you've ever taken vitamins where then you end up using the restroom and there goes your vitamins. You just paid a lot of money for it to go right down the sink. So that's really cool to know.
Exactly. Yeah. And the level of testing that these supplements go through is so top of the line. I mean, we as a country are kind of behind the times when it comes to the regulations that we have. And so these supplements are actually sold in places even like Canada that have a really strict regulation. So it's kind of
so our FDA in the United States only bans like 11 ingredients, but in other countries there's hundreds banned. And so a lot of places besides the United States, surprisingly to probably a lot of Americans, are more strict on ingredients than we are. And so that's a great point. And they're sold in the UK, and the UK does have actually more stringent regulations than our FDA has for our beauty industry.
Yeah, exactly. And the packaging itself, and then I promise this is the last point I'll make here. We can actually talk about the supplements themselves.
I like it. No, it's all good information.
The packaging on these, you guys, is so cool. So it's sustainable, it's environmentally friendly. It actually is made out of 50% recycled materials, and then it's 100% recyclable itself. And all of these designs that you see here are actually, it's 100% vegetable ink that they use to make it a more sustainable product. So a lot of people will actually keep these after the supplements are gone, and store like their brushes in them or pens, or there's a lot of fun ways that you
could even color that in. It looks like one of those adult coloring books kind of thing.
Especially right now, during your quarantine time, it's a good time to kind of soothe yourself by coloring. Helping your mental health as well.
What you're going to do, I think I'm going to color my vitamin bottle today. What are you going to do today, Amy? You want to do a coloring project?
Jennifer, clearly you're a very creative soul. I appreciate this about you.
Absolutely.
So to get down into the supplements themselves. So our number one most popular, the best seller is by far our skin Accumax.
Okay.
This is our natural, our healthy solution to acne or problematic skin. So what we call this is a 14-week reset. And you take 2 capsules per day. Each capsule has kind of a synergistic blend of ingredients. So you have vitamin A that's going to decrease sebum, reduce wrinkles, vitamin C that's going to help stimulate collagen and again give antioxidant support, and then vitamin E for the moisturization benefit. But the most important ingredient in Accumax, I think, is something called diindol methane, which you don't have to remember. It's called DIM, so D-I-M, and it's actually an ingredient that comes from cruciferous vegetables. Okay, so cruciferous vegetables are like broccoli or cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, which is crazy, right? All the things you don't want to eat when you're a little kid.
Right. But this is part of the feed process, right? Feed, fortify.
Exactly.
Yes, we're feeding good ingredients. That's why they're bioidentical, right? Because our body knows how to absorb the minerals from broccoli.
Yeah, exactly. So, so it's actually an enzyme that your body produces as you chew that broccoli. But basically, the reason it's in this supplement is because it's a holistic way of balancing hormones and it has a great detox capability. So, because of that, any breakouts that you have in this area in particular from hormone activity are really going to be positively affected.
Awesome. Hey, real quick, I just want to say hi to everybody joining us. Hi, Tammy, Celine, Michelle, David, Karen, Rebecca, Naomi. Thank you all for being here with us. If you have any questions, look at how smart and full of information Amy is here with us. So we are talking about Skin Accumax, their supplements right now. That is the one with the purple lid, and they also have, their omegas and the other ones, but Skin Accumax is probably their hero one, and Amy is telling us why, the ingredients, why.
Yeah, so such an impactful product, especially because, there's so many people who suffer from acne and it can be such a debilitating skin condition. And so, there's so many medical, medications and options.
Benefits out of this. So many benefits that it's treating.
So
we have the omegas and the vitamin A, which we know is great for the skin. What is the Skin Complete? What is that one as opposed to your Accumax?
Yeah, so Skin Complete is actually a combination of two premium supplements that we offer. It's a combination of our Skin Vitamin A, which if you don't know, vitamin A is the anti-aging vitamin. So it helps to increase cell turnover, again, really gets that blood flowing, plumps the skin, helps to rejuvenate skin cells. And then we also have our skin antioxidant in Skin Complete. Skin antioxidant is going to be a combination of 7 different antioxidants, which is really exciting. And it works really well with the Skin Vitamin A, which is why they're paired together. Antioxidants are the best at countering free radical damage. We get free radical damage, I like to say, by doing anything that's in that kind of 20s lifestyle category, right? So not
even from walking outside anymore with the toxins in our air, but yes, from detox of any kind, we probably get those free radicals, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So not sleeping or eating unhealthy foods or getting too much sun exposure, and all of those things can kind of deteriorate the body. So again, those antioxidants are really going to create a more healthy environment for our skin cells to live in. And one thing that I didn't mention is that all of these supplements are specifically formulated to support the skincare aspect of our bodies. So a lot of times your skin is kind of the last area to get the nutrients from a supplement that you take. These are designed to really tackle the skin first, which is great, and why they pair so well with the rest of our line.
That's amazing. So the Complete is the combination of the antioxidants and the vitamin A. And then the Accumax, and then we have the ultimate one, the hair, skin, and nails, which is just the combination vitamins, minerals, herbal. Why would you choose this one over one of the other ones?
Yeah, so Accumax, again, is going to be more for like your acneic skin types, your oily skin types. Omegas is going to be your internal hydration system, so really good for dehydrated skin types or mature skin. Skin Complete is going to be your anti-aging powerhouse. That's really what we recommend, for anyone who wants to kind of tackle some of the aspects of aging. Skin Ultimate is really for everyone. And in particular, those people who really want to nourish their hair, skin, and nails, as it sounds.
Hair, skin, and nails in Skin Ultimate.
Yes. And what I love about it is actually the way that it comes is in a pack of 6 capsules. And you would take those 6 capsules throughout the day. And it's kind of a combination of all of or the majority of the supplements that we've kind of talked about. So
absolutely.
In there, you have your skin antioxidant, you have your skin vitamin A, your omegas, you have skin after.
Sorry, I wanted to pull them out and see how cute that is. So you've got kind of like your little regimen across, the days, right?
Yeah, so
super
handy. Super transportable.
Yeah.
You can just, I mean, if you're going anywhere other than your living room right now, you can throw it in your purse to take with you.
Exactly.
And kind of take them on the go. But there's some biotin in there. We have some astaxanthin, which is going to help with moisture and elasticity in the skin. So a powerhouse of ingredients, and so beneficial for the skin and body as a whole.
I love that. Thank you so much. Ingredients are so important to us, and as well supplements, because we're all about beauty from the inside out here. Great information. So once we are working on our nutrition and we have our kind of health aspects in line, we need a beauty prep, right? You don't want to just put your cosmetics right on your face. You need to protect your skin as well. So let's talk about our beauty prep products that a lot of people might not even know that Jane Iredale has skincare products.
Yeah, so this is really that fortify part of, the discussion that we were talking about earlier. As an esthetician and a makeup artist, skincare is really the most important step. Other than taking care of your body. This is really where you're going to create that perfect canvas to apply your makeup to. And especially right now, a lot of people are wearing less makeup. So you really want to make sure that your skin is hydrated and protected.
I think we've seen such an increase in skincare right now of people's interest. I think people are really taking this time at home maybe to do some self-care. And so maybe even if you haven't always had a skincare regimen, or if some of the face coverings are irritating your skin, you're looking more into a skincare regimen. But I'm so excited that people are really gravitating towards new skincare right now. So we've got the cleanser, the toner, the hyaluronic serum, and the moisturizer. Tell us about the cleanser first.
Yeah, so they all have the same name. So they're all called Beauty Prep because that's essentially what they're doing. They're prepping your skin. The Beauty Prep cleanser, what I love about it is that it's a micellar water cleanser. And for those of you who don't know, micellar water just basically means that there are little oils in little lipid bubbles or little oil bubbles that are attracted to the oils in your skin. And so it's an easy way to remove any superficial debris from the skin without being, greasy or heavy. But this is a cleanser that you actually don't need any water with.
That was the point that I wrote down. I'm so glad you jumped right on that, because it says it may be used with or without water. What? That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, no. So you don't need water with it. You would actually just dump this out onto a cotton round and then wipe all over the face to
Or your magic mitt.
Or your magic mitt. I know I have one sitting here too.
Or the magic mitt, whatever,
which is our microfiber cleansing cloth. Oh my gosh, if you haven't tried this, you guys, this is my favorite, probably one of my top 5 favorites in the line. I don't want to say my favorite. I have a lot of favorites.
I know it is the best for removing your makeup. I think it pairs so well with the skincare cleanser. But the cleanser itself can be used as a cleanser, like regular washing your face, or like you say, put it on a makeup round and you can use it as a makeup remover, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And for those of us, who are doing a lot of makeup artistry, we use it a lot for that purpose too. It does have some cucumber extract in it too, so it's very calming, soothing, and then it's antioxidant. But what I love about this product is, again, you can really use it on the go. Mm-hmm. So, if you are, traveling, or you just keep it by your kitchen or your bathroom sink or your kitchen sink, either way, you can really just quickly swipe it over the face. And as you know, most of us don't have time for a 10-step skincare regimen. And so this is just super quick and easy. And especially if you're doing that pre-cleanse that you were talking about, Jennifer, with our magic mitt, it just really pairs so well together.
Yes, absolutely. And I have a couple girlfriends, I didn't realize this. We went on a road trip and they don't like putting water on their face. Like I'm one that I'll literally just splash water straight on my face, and they're using these wipes to take their makeup off. And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize some women didn't like splashing water. I'm such a water girl. But that's interesting. I mean, this would be a product for anyone that is not really big with getting their face and nose wet, which I now know there's those people out there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
then,
really cornered the market on that demographic. I love it.
right. There really is a lot of people that don't like to get their face wet or submerge their face in cleansing process. So there's a whole market on dry shampoo. We got dry facial cleanser. You don't have to have the water, right, to clear it out. Yeah, it's a market that I don't think a lot of people know about this cleanser. So I think we've hit on something here.
Absolutely. We'll have to talk more about that later.
Right, exactly. So with the cucumber extract, very refreshing. Amino acids. Use with or without water, makeup remover. And then we'll move on to, after you cleanse, you tone then, right, to refine those pores.
Exactly, yeah. So you're going to balance the pH of your skin. You're going to, really refine it. You're going to hydrate. I love our toner. I was going to say it's my favorite, but I told you I have this problem. Like, everything is my favorite.
We end up sounding like everything's our favorite, but it really does. I mean, if you hear about this, it's got an herbisome fruit extract that has a combination of lemongrass, pear, apple, carrot, and coconut. I mean, honestly, it just sounds like a drink. Put a little tequila or a little, and I'm beachside, or even your fruit smoothie or something. But I mean, all of that sounds so yummy and nutritious.
It is, yeah. So it's a fruit infused water that again is going to really help to balance out the skin. And then we also have some rose extracts in here that are going to tighten, hydrate. And then also brighten as well. So again, this is another product that you don't need any water for. So if you pop the top here, you'll see there's kind of like a little pump. And so you just push down on that with the cotton round and then apply this to your face secondly.
Isn't that the cutest applicator? I think it's such a cute applicator. It has a little bowl, because we all know toner's just usually liquid, right? And so it's hard to control it, and get it where you need to go. So this, you just pump it down. It puts in the little bowl, and it's perfect for your cotton. So it's so cute. Great application and packaging on that as well. So we'll do a quick cleanser, toner, and then our hyaluronic, which I think is necessary in all regimens and has become my face primer.
Yes, it is a great face primer. And this actually is my favorite in the skincare. I mean it this time.
Amy, they're all your favorite. We've already established that.
So as an esthetician, hyaluronic acid is one of my absolute favorite ingredients because I find that everybody needs it. We're all dehydrated, even if you have oily skin. In most cases, most people need some additional hydration. Yes. So when we're talking about there's a difference between moisture and hydration. Moisture is really about emolliency, about oils in the skin. Hydration is really about that water. And again, given today's society, we're not drinking enough water. We're all dehydrated. So
too much coffee.
Yeah, exactly. So the best thing about hyaluronic acid is that it's a water binder. So it holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water, and it's very hydrating without being heavy, which is probably why you love this so much under your makeup, because it's very lightweight, but it has just a beautiful plumping ability to the skin. It locks in that moisture.
It's that plumping that I like so much. It's an instant gratification product of smoothing fine lines. It really is. And I mean, honestly, I'm kind of somewhat even just new to grasping that, because I think the acid word kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, I know. It's not like an active acid, and I apologize for my quarantine nails here, guys. But, you can see it's very liquidy, it's very lightweight. What I think is interesting about hyaluronic acid, we have 2% in this serum, in addition to ingredients like beta-glucan. We also have some marine algae and lettuces that are going to be really calming and soothing, and then a couple of ingredients that address pores specifically. But 2% hyaluronic acid is a very high percentage. It was told to me once by one of the labs that I was working with that 10% hyaluronic acid is like a gummy bear. It's that thick of a texture, and so it wouldn't penetrate. So, 2% might not sound like much, but
so
it's
10% would almost be a solid in that it's so okay, interesting.
Yeah, so it would just sit on the surface of your skin. So this, I don't know if you can see, but I rubbed it in. It penetrates.
Put them together.
It penetrates so well.
Yeah.
Here,
yeah. And you just see the blood flow going and the smooth, all over smoother texture of it,
Yeah. Younger hand. Right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I love the hyaluronic serum because you can really pair it with anything else in your skincare regimen. You can use it with any makeup product. Anyone can really use this.
It's not oily. It's very absorbing, and it's obviously I use it right under my makeup. So, a cleanse, a tone, and then the hyaluronic serum. Karen is saying I'm adding this to my wish list.
Karen, you will not regret it.
Yeah,
like I said.
Yeah, it is. It is the instant gratification skincare product for me.
Plus, it's so beautiful in in the components. I mean, it's just a stunning formula, and I just really love this product. So.
You're such a beauty girl, isn't it? And it looks really pretty on your counter too.
It does. It's so elegant.
Yeah. Really quickly, I know I'm the one we're going to talk about, you kind of talked really quickly about skincare. Beauty Prep does have a hand drink product that we're kind of covering skin right now, but they do also have another hand drink. Once you applied, if you put some of that hyaluronic on your hands and then followed with the hand drink, oh my goodness, you have the most amazing looking hands.
And then you get that SPF 15 protection too. So one thing that I didn't mention earlier is that we actually have 7 products that are recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation for daily use to protect against skin cancer. And that is one of them.
I also wanted to mention just super quickly back on that wonderful fruity toner. It was awarded the EcoCert's National Cosmetic Certification. That's crazy. I mean, the level of quality that has been put into these products and the effort to get the right ingredients to perform as well as they have and stay so clean. I'm in awe always. And so our last skin prep product is Beauty Prep is the moisturizer.
Yeah. So
love that.
What I love most about this is the formula itself is great. It's brightening, it's hydrating, it's nourishing. It's kind of a richer moisturizer, but it's not heavy. So again, it's something that every skin type can use. We have 4 rose stem cell extracts in here that all kind of offer different effects. So you have your damask rose, your rose canina, which is your rose hips, your pale rose. And what I love about that is it just paints such a beautiful picture of, how this product was actually made up. Yeah. We do have some lemongrass in here too. And then there's an ingredient called Eyebrow, which actually, so you can use this not only on the face, but you can use it as an eye cream as well because it's going to calm, soothe, and then help to reduce puffiness. But during this time when we're really trying to keep it clean, that's actually a hashtag that we had as a brand, keep it clean with Jane.
Keep it clean with Jane.
Yeah, one of the ways. Exactly. One of the ways that we're keeping it clean is with this product itself. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a little, here, let me scoot that over. This is a little, almost like a button. And so you press down on this button and then the product is dispensed out the other side. So you're not actually sticking your fingers in a jar. You're, exactly. You're not scooping with anything. You don't need an additional spatula. You can just take that little bit of product that you get and then that's enough for your entire face, neck, and décolleté. So,
and it really keeps your proportions well, so that way you don't overuse or end up wasting. Sometimes you're not thinking and you grab too much, or you just get that pump going and you go too much, and then you waste your great product. So isn't that, again, amazing packaging?
Yes.
That's so
And it's
cool.
foolproof. So we have it, when you get it, it actually has this sticker on it that tells you where to push, where the product comes from. So you don't have to worry about, figuring this out. We've done it for you.
Super easy, super easy. So beautiful skin prep regimen, beauty prep. We've got our cleanser. Let's see our collage again. It was a beautiful collage there. Cleanser, toner, hyaluronic, serum, and our moisturizer. Aren't those beautiful? So once we have taken our vitamins and we've prepped our face, what is the next just essential product that you really, really think you're going to need? I think we don't want to end today without at least getting your 5-minute face. So
Yes.
we teased it. We need to cover it for sure. So
let's talk about it. Because,
okay.
Jennifer, I know you and I had a chance to kind of briefly talk before, but I'm a mom. I have a 1-year-old. I don't have time, for that 12-step beauty regimen. We got to just get in there and get it done, right? In order to start our day. So,
back to school time. We've all been sitting around, not putting on our makeup. Now we got to get the kids to school and look like we haven't been bums the last, 2 months, right?
Exactly. So I think one of the best ways to kind of reintegrate ourselves back into society and try out some of these products is our Pure and Simple kit. And what I love about this is that it has every little thing that you would need to create that perfect
beautiful
makeup look in a super speedy way. So in here, what you have is you have a couple of different foundations. So our #1 seller as a brand is our Pure Pressed base foundation. So that's what you see up here at the top is actually, this is the light kit that I have. It comes in, I think either 3 or 4.
I have medium.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and we have all of the shades across the top. So those shades on my side is the light, going over to Amy's side is the dark, and then you have the mediums in between. So, yeah, you have all different shade coverages in a whole kit, perfected for you.
And again, this is like every little nuance of product that you would need to create a perfect look. So you can figure out which foundation is really best for you. What I love about our Pure Press, not only is it our #1 seller worldwide, but it's a 4-in-1 formulation. So it's going to give you, your foundation. You can use it as a concealer. You can actually tap it into any. I have a little breakout here, which is why I'm pointing at this area. Whoop.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. We can't see it, but okay. She has perfect skin there, right?
Yeah, you can just tap it right onto the affected area. It's skincare benefits, and then it also has an SPF of 15 to 20, just depending on the shade.
Michelle is saying these are the best. This is how I found my perfect blush, which is a great point, right? And if you know your foundation, then they tell you the best blushes and stuff to go with it. Good point. Yeah, thanks, Michelle.
It's a no-brainer, right?
No-brainer.
So yeah, we have a blush here in the center, and then you have 2 eyeshadows here at the bottom. You get these great applicators that come with it, so you can really trial it out. And then at the bottom here, you have our Just Kissed Forever lip and cheek stain, which I actually have on today, so that you can see. I have Forever Peach on, which I believe is what comes in this kit. But that way, you have not only your perfect lip product, but you can always use this on the cheek area as well. It has a really nice stainability that actually works with your body's chemistry.
Nice.
And so it melds into being the perfect color for you. So you can just kind of tap it right on the area. What I love about this on the cheeks is that it gives this nice glow. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It is. It's almost like a highlighter as well, huh?
Yeah. And then you can just run it over the lips. And this is our deluxe sample size. So, if you wanted to purchase a full size after trying this, you could certainly do that too. So, again, a great way to kind of intro these products and try them out and see how they work for you.
And a great little travel case. Jane is always thinking about packaging. So this actually just travels right along with you. That's so great.
Yeah. And then, so I know, Jennifer, we were talking about really playing up the eyes right now because, as you know, we're really spending a lot of time enhancing those eyes as we're not able to see other areas of the face. And so I wanted to kind of highlight some of my favorite products to do that. So
Okay.
the first one is our Great Shape Eyebrow Kit.
Yes.
This is in the shade Brunette. I love this product so much. So it's very multi-use as well. So on one side, you have this incredibly pigmented powder, which is a matte powder. So you can use it as an eyeshadow. In our blonde version, a lot of people like to use it as more of like a contour shade. But what I like to use it for, so you also have this little tool that comes in the kit that is a brush on one end, and then you have a little mini spoolie on the other. I like to just take that powder and then start on the other underside of the brow and just lightly fill in any areas that are missing, product. Now, obviously, I already have them filled in for today, but I like, if you're starting on the underside, you never want to start in the very inner corner of your brow because this is the area that should look the most natural. But if you're starting kind of in the mid portion of like the high point of your brow and then working out toward the tail,
which is usually where most of us need a little bit more fill-in, is like we slowly start to lose our tail, right?
Yes. Oh, we lose our tail.
We've lost our tail.
And then you can take that spoolie and just kind of brush it through to give it a more natural look.
So handy.
Yeah. And then people always ask, what do I use this? So there's a little wax on the other side.
That was my question. I never know whether I use it first or use it second.
Yeah, so there are a couple of ways that you can use it. You can actually mix the two of these together and create like a paste, which gives you almost like a gel that you apply in the brows. So the new look right now for eyebrows is really kind of that brushed up, messy, but put together look.
Rather bold, right?
Yeah, and the wax is the perfect way to do that. So you can I like to pick it up after I've done the powder. On that spoolie, or you can use a different one you have as well, and then just run it through the brows, brushing upward first and then over at the same time. So again, you're kind of like creating the illusion that the hairs are standing out a little bit more, so it gives a more natural look to your brows, even though you may have, product in them. And then because I like to be thorough, I actually will do a third step, and I'll use our clear brow gel, which is one of my absolute faves.
That's so funny. All the stuff yes.
And then just run it, on top of where you've put that wax. But the other thing that you can use this for is as a way of waterproofing your lashes, or water resisting them, I should say.
I have never used this on my lashes. That is crazy.
Yeah, so you could do that, or, if you do want to keep your liner on for a long time, I've actually used a little bit of this on a brush over liner just to kind of lock it in place. So you could do that, or use one of the colored brow gels as well. So it's super easy for that purpose too.
So what is the point of a brow gel? Is this like hairspray for your eyebrows? I always think of it as like, yeah. Okay, so especially when the trend right now is to brush your eyebrows up, if you want that look to stay throughout the night, finishing with a brow gel will help them stay, right?
Exactly. Yes. I just got jealous of your hair volume, Jennifer. You have beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling like I never wore my hair up. I did it today for makeup purposes, just so I could keep it off my face. But yeah, I keep looking in the mirror going, oh, I don't know about that. So thank you for saying that.
And I think we're both wearing this kit, if I'm not mistaken, but we chose to really highlight our Pure Basics eyeshadow kit. And this is a new launch for us for springtime. And what I love about this kit is it's called Pure Basics. It has all of the like warm, neutral, matte shades that you need for your everyday look. So again, these are really foolproof. I have a combination of probably 3 of them on today. So I started with this kind of terracotta color right here in my crease. This one is called I believe, leggings. And then ran just a little bit of the taupey shade here with the dark brown just to kind of intensify. Added a little bit of what we call t-shirt, which is this guy right here.
Not cute.
Right here. On the lid. And then just blended it all together. So my favorite for that is our crease brush. And I have to say, as a makeup artist, I'm sure you guys have heard this, but blend, blend, and blend some more is kind of our theme.
Yes. And your brushes are the best for blending. They really are. They're such a great brush.
I love, this is my fave brush for, eyeshadow, but you're just really going to get in there and you're just going to continuously blend that shadow all together. And what I love about it is that the longer you wear these, the more that they're going to kind of meld together, because our products are mineral, they're triple milled, they're that really finely grained powder that feels like a cream. And so the longer you wear them, they kind of, I don't know, they have this ability of just like creating almost this natural haze by blending together, which I love. And then I just used that deepest shade as a liner. So that's really all I have on today. So I just picked it up with my liner brush and then, just kind of tap it into the lash line. And what I love about these kind of flat liner brushes is that they take the guesswork out of that process for you. So even if eyeliner is hard for you, or it's something that you really struggle with, or, getting a straight line is just not your thing, I don't know if you could see, but I'm using almost like a stamping technique to create that line. Boop.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm just pressing it right into the lash line and then kind of massaging it in.
So she's got this whole amazing look with this one palette. That is so, their spring palette, their essentials palette.
And again, so easy.
It's so beautiful too. And it just, you look like spring. You look like a breath of fresh air. So then with every look, of course, everyone wants to know the mascara, the quick mascara follow-up. And then we're going to finish the show, wrap up the show with a new product launch announcement that I'm very excited about. Just really quick though. You have 3 different types of mascara, and everybody wants to, that's an essential part of any look is your mascara. And so we have the longest lash, pure lash, and the pure lash lengthening. Tell us really quickly, a quick overview. You can see the brushes on the graphic. Great job, Tobin. Thank you. Good graphics. So anything else we want to say specifically about the mascaras?
So thanks, Tobin. We think you're the best. But starting with the one in the gray tube. So that's our pure lash mascara. One thing that is so phenomenal about our mascaras is that they are a healthy formula. So why is that important? Well, typically mascaras actually have a lot of chemicals in them and a lot of ingredients that can kind of degrade your actual lashes. So what happens is you get a lot of breakage, you don't get a lot of growth, and they kind of start to shrink up a little bit as we wear these unhealthy mascaras. Our mascaras don't have any lacquers.
And then you end up on that whole lash serum thing of trying to regrow and everything like that. So you might not know that some of your thinning and shedding could be due to different chemicals and stuff like that. Great point.
Yeah, ingredients like coal tar dyes, have been shown to be really unhealthy for the eyes. So again, super healthy formulas. I would say the one in the gray tube, our pure lash or the graphite tube, is going to be the most delicate of them all. So if you're someone who has a lot of reactions in the eye area, or you get kind of like a watery eye issue, that would be a really good go-to. It's really just pure pigment. Then the one in the gold tube that looks like this. So this is actually my favorite formula, although our #1 seller is the longest lash. This is our lash lengthening. So very similar formula to the one in the graphite tube, but it has some cellulose fibers. So they're going to attach to your lashes, give that lash extension effect. And what I love about these is they're so layerable. I read something that for every decade of your age, you should apply a layer of mascara.
I'm going to be there all day.
So you better believe that when I am 100 years old, I'm going to have 10 layers of mascara on because we're already close. So what I love is that you can just keep adding and adding and adding and not have any issues. You can just really build out those lashes. And then finally, our longest lash, which is the one that you see on the right.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's our number one seller. It comes in almost like a toothpaste tube.
It's squishy.
It's very squishy, so that way, you don't have to pump it up and down to get excess air in the tube. You can just roll it between your fingers.
Good point. We don't pump our mascaras. Don't pump it because it drives air, which could be bacteria as well. So if
or
anything, swirl, maybe a little swirl if you need to.
Yeah, but that one you don't need to because you can just kind of run it back and forth between your fingers and squish it a little bit, and then it'll help those fibers to adhere to the brush. But that one has 3 times the amount of cellulose fibers. So it's going to be the biggest, bold, sticky, voluminous, lash look. So it gives you kind of like the big mama of the lashes, if you will.
Very full. I'm not one I typically am challenged in putting on false lashes, so I do like 10 layers already of my So we had a poll going on the show today while we were doing it. Are you using sun protection every day? And the winning answer was yes. So we're glad to hear that everybody is using sun protection. And Jane Iredale has many products that have sun protection in them, but the best one we've just come out with is
it's our new
Powder-Me SPF brush. Yay!
Yeah. So there's so much to love about this product. It is a dry powder SPF. It's an SPF 30, and it is broad spectrum. So you get both UVA and UVB sun protection. As I mentioned earlier, it's one of the 7 products that are recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation for daily use. And it's reef safe as well because it is a physical only sunblock. We actually only use titanium dioxide in here. There isn't even zinc oxide. So very simple formulation. What I love most, so it comes actually with 2 of these refillable canisters. I already put one in here. And so you load them up. Actually, the name that I voted for this brush was Locked and Loaded, because that's kind of what you're doing. So you twist that
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, exactly. Into the bottom of the brush, and then you turn it, and what that does is it pops this little brush up, and then it's a flow-through brush. So you can just dispense that product out the top and then massage it into your skin. It comes in 4 different shades. So it comes in translucent, nude, golden, and then also tanned, which you see here in front of you. And what we love most, I think, is the brush itself. So it was
so soft.
Oh, it's so good. It was modeled after our Kabuki brush.
Yes, which I also love.
Yeah, all of our brushes are vegan. So they're all synthetic. They're hand-tied. They're very luxury. And so you can see it's kind of a smaller version of this guy. And so because of that, it just feels so good on the skin. It's very transportable. This is something that you can use as your daily setting powder and get that
This is an SPF of 30. Actually, an SPF of 30. And it comes in all the shades that are on Amy's side of the graphic, all those shades coming down. You can pick your light golden, whatever is going to match your skin tones the best. This is an amazing, amazing, great deal as well. So in this box, you get the brush, and then you also get 2 of the amazing refills. So you can refill it, but then you don't ever have to re-buy the brush because they also just sell the refills on their own as well. So once you invest in your brush, you're set, and then you just have these little refill cartridges that make it very sustainable as well. You know, you don't have as much waste, going in. So I love that.
Yeah, so that's one thing as a brand that we're very committed to is being sustainable. This brush and the cartridges are actually refillable, they're recyclable, they're reusable, and so the environment was really something that was taken into consideration. What I love is that even down to the canisters themselves, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's actually writing on here that kind of like gives the specification of what's in the powder itself. This is laser etched on. So they did that so that these could actually be recycled. That's
nice.
the level of thought process.
So they could sanitize them and not have to worry about disrupting ink because it's already etched in it. How brilliant. That is so smart.
Yeah, and so the other great thing is that you can just pop this guy off. I know I blew Jennifer's mind with this one earlier, but
I didn't know. Been using my brush forever. I didn't know.
You can just pop this off, and then you can wash this.
So you can clean it.
It's fully cleanable as well, and then it's magnetic, so it just sits back on there. And then you can twist it back down as well. And so we have the little indicator here, and you can control the flow of the powder as well, just with this little arrow. So I like to turn it to about halfway, which is under our logo.
Okay, I didn't know that either. If you saw me doing it earlier and I was like this, I think I had it turned up too high because I'm going like this, and then there's powder everywhere. I was using too much. Turn it down. Thank you.
If you turn it down a little bit, that way you can control the flow a little bit better. But we do recommend fully coating your skin, so you may want to keep it on full blast. It's up to you.
It is the SPF 30, and how easy, I'm just going to say it really quick for moms. It's a clean sunscreen with, very few of the chemicals. It's like a sunblock, I should say. There is a difference. And how easy would this be to apply to a little one who won't sit still and they get all slippery when they're wet, right? And it's just a great way. And as well, you can probably put it on their little baldy heads, which is a great way.
Wearing braids or you're at the beach, you can use it on your scalp as well. That's an area that's really hard to get with traditional sunscreen. And then, like I said, it's a great mattifying powder. So you can see here, I have a little shine, and then boop, it's gone. So it's really good for that as well, just as a touch-up product on the go. Some phenomenal ingredients in here that I promise you I won't go too deeply into today. But the other nice thing about this is that it's a great aftercare product. There's an ingredient in here called montmorillonite clay that will calm down and soothe any redness in the skin. So if you go out and you get, burnt or you're red or you have any erythema in the skin, if you're a man and you're shaving and you get those shaving bumps, it will actually help to calm those down as well. So great multi-purpose product, and one that, we couldn't live without.
This is a brand new product. It is already available and out, but they did just launch it just in time for all of those sun care issues that we need here this summer. Well, as always, Amy, we could talk for 3 hours, and I think we planned enough of a show to talk for 3 hours, so I'm definitely going to have you back because we wanted to talk about our cute lip fixations, which we're all going through those what to put on our lips when you're wearing face covering. So that Jane Iredale does have the lip stains. So many great products. There's lots of videos on our website as well as on Jane Iredale's website. So thank you so much for joining us today. You were just a wealth of information.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun. And I wish you could see my desk right now because it's just like covered in products.
I love it. Mine actually is too. And I have so much more. I wanted to talk about the hydration sprays. This is my favorite. We didn't even get to my favorite, but my overall favorite.
We can close the day with the hydration spray and
let's just spray it on. Absolutely.
Woo!
Keep this in your purse, ladies, especially if you are at that point where you start to get little hot flashes. It's such an amazing product just to keep you refreshed throughout the day. So I appreciate your knowledge. We're definitely going to have you back because I know there's just so much in Jane to cover. But I think we really did cover some essentials that Jane has that a lot of people might not have known about and will be really popular with our audience. So we appreciate you sharing all your wealth of information.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. I had so much fun, and I can't wait to be back. So
good.
Stay
Well,
safe
have
and
a wonderful
stay
summer,
protected.
and we will see you soon. Take care of that little one.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Well, the show we knew was going to go long today because it's Jane Iredale, and it's one of my favorite brands. I mean, my daughter's name's Jane. If you have any more questions, remember we have all licensed cosmetologists answering our call center. The number is right down below, and they are all trained in these PK classes because I like education. They have to sit through education, but they love it too because we are licensed stylists and we all really want to know what's best for our skin and hair. I think that's a concern that's been growing in our industry, and we realize some of these chemicals that have been around for a while might not be the best. So Jane has been perfecting this clean industry for a while in cosmetics, and I offer you to check it out and see if it's something that would work for you. Try a little starter kit and have a great weekend. We'll see you back next week at 11. Bye-bye.